Hi everyone, non-native English speaker here, and I'm gonna to learn French in 6 months.
It is practically impossible.
In 6 months? No.
I don't think so. I don't know. This is not proved scientifically, I guess.
Very difficult task to do it.
If the first one it's a problem, you can have focus more than one in the first time.
Actually, I don't know about this question because I didn't try it.
Yeah, but it's just time consuming. Yeah, because you have to devote, effort and time to it.
Generally, no, of course.
In my personal experience, I haven't seen anybody.
Before we begin, I would like to say subscribe to my channel, subscribe to my Instagram, and as well as Russian channel. All of the link will be in the description below. Okay, let's get started. I guess I have to introduce myself. My name is Marat. I am 30 years old. I'm the normal guy with normal problem, with normal job. I am not full-time YouTuber, and I have a wife, I have a son, and I have an 8-hour job. I have a paper job, and as you can see, I decided to learn French in 6 months. Let's move on to the next part. This will be reason why I decided to learn French. There are a lot of reasons. The first reason, it is I like to know, to investigate something new, to look for something new and develop, and that's why I decided to learn French, right? And the second reason, this is I have a, of course, YouTube channel, as you can see, and I have some conception how to learn any language fast, right? And I would like to check all of my theory how to learn language fast, because in this channel I give you some tips and advice how to learn language fast, but I haven't shared with you half all of my tips, because I don't give you advice what I'm not sure. That's why I'm going to check first of all by myself, and then if I will be sure 100% that it works, I will share with you as well. Next reason, it is I'm going to inspire you to learn something new, to learn languages, to learn French, precisely, right? And because many people learn languages through the years, but I guess I'm deeply convinced that you can learn language, I guess, in 1 year, 2 years, and that's it. Why I picked French? The first reason, this is a huge culture. This is a rich culture with a lot of well-known persons through our history. That's why I decided to pick this language. The next reason, as you can know, the French, the France, and the France history, French culture was the dominant in our previous history. I mean, in the Russian Empire, and the supreme people spoke on this language, and it was a very interesting to dive in this environment and to understand more deeply all of this culture, my culture. And of course I have some conception. This is immigration for Canada. Maybe in some future I'll go to the Canada if something bad happens in Russia. That's why I need to learn not only English but also the French. Okay, now I'm going to show you something interesting to my curriculum, what I've created by myself. And before we go there, I'm going to change something. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1. It's much better, right? Now we are going to go to the curriculum. Okay, you can see on my screen this curriculum, right? And the first 5 graphs, consist of the weeks, month, days, and day of the week, right? And I divided all of these terms, all of this curriculum by the weeks, and all of the weeks consist of the 7 days, right? And 1 month consists of 28 days, not only the whole months, right? Because it's more convenient for me. And the second month as well, all of the months except the last month, 6 month. The last month consists the 6 weeks, right? And yeah, I guess you understand, right? And 5 days I will work hard, and the Saturday I will have a day for revise, brush up on my knowledge, brush up on the vocabulary, grammar, and something what I don't understand, or something like that. And the Sunday will be the day off, because all of the people need the some day where they go to the all of the books to the shelf and something like that. And because you haven't have to burn out. And yeah, the next part, it will be vocabulary. Vocabulary, of course, this is a huge and integral part of any language, right? And the first of all, it will be like in the first week, on the first month, it will be 50 new words every day. And by the end of the first month, it will be like I'm gonna to know about 1,000 new words. The next month it will be like every day 25. I decided to do that because I need more time for reading on the next month and the listening. And the third month I will focus on the grammar as well, more precisely. I will learn 50 words, new words every day. The fourth month it will be 25. I'll focus as well of the writing and listening, reading. And the fifth month it will be 1,000 by the end of the 5th month. And the last 5th month it will be 10 new words only, because I'm going to focus on the writing and speaking on the last month, to dedicate all of my time for writing and speaking. An accomplishment, this is like an achievement, right? If you don't know this word accomplishment, I'm gonna to track and check all of my accomplishment by the end of the day, and to marks all of this task. Okay, the next part, it will be grammar. This is grammar, created. The grammar of curriculum of grammar created my teacher. She know about it. I'm sorry for do it. I'm sorry for do it. In Russia, because I don't know how it calls in English correctly, and my teacher don't know. My teacher doesn't know English. She knows only Russian and French. And maybe in the by the end of my curriculum, by the end of the this experiment, I will translate all of these words to the English, or I'm sorry, to the French. In accomplishment, I will check, I'll point marks all of this grammar as well. Output, writing and speaking. This is part of learning any language, and I will check what I do every day. And of course, on the first month, I'm not going to focus on the output, because this is pretty hard, because I don't know any words, and I don't have a good grammar. Of course, I will speak a little bit with my teacher, and I write something new words, and make some exercises. But when I speaking about writing and speaking, I mean that it will be hour by only writing or only speaking with partner or something like that. Input, reading or listening, it will be like okay, this is like books, this is like a podcast, this is the new words, something like that. Yeah. Of course, I'm focused on this part of learning French, pretty early, and it will be like since the first days, like especially the listening, because I created some flashcard by the Quizlet, and I will listen again and again, hours, I guess. Accomplishment, I guess this is I mark and hours, check the hours, right? Lesson with tutor. I'm deeply convinced that any language you have to learn with the tutor, especially for the in the first time, and we will have the lessons with my teacher 3 times a week, 3 lessons. The duration will be like 1 hour, 60 minutes, right? And the next part of my curriculum, it will be like unusual, I guess, yeah. First of all, it will be like physical activities. Physical activities, I mean, I have a paper job, office worker, and I have a lack of movement. That's why I need this kind of activities, because I deeply convinced that there is some connection between brain activities and physical activities. If you have a lack of something, you suffer from it, right? And what I'm going to do, I'm going to run at least 2 days a week, and some do exercise at the end, maybe it will be 50 minutes, something like that. And diet, this is a second integral part of my crucial part of my curriculum. About half year ago, 8 months ago, I created my special curriculum when I decided to learn English more seriously, and I created my diet by myself for myself, and I'm trying to follow this diet and check it. Sleeping, this is obvious, I guess, to sleep, to have a good time for sleeping and don't have any sleep deprivation, because just imagine you are sleeping about 5 hours, and then you have a bad physical condition, and you can't focus on anything, right? And we are going to move to the another part of my curriculum. This is the emotional condition. This is unusual, I guess, not obvious, but let me clarify these things. Emotional condition, I mean that's if you have a bad emotional condition, you are not you can't focus on anything, right? Just imagine you have a stomachache, or your toothache, I don't know, you are catch a cold, or you quarrel with your wife, with your friends, and boss shout at you, or I don't know, you something told you bad news and something like that. And this is pretty hard to focus on anything, right? Especially in the new language. That's why I'm going to track these kind of things. And the next part is the accomplishment by the end of the week, right? I'm gonna to understand what I achieve every week, right? And maybe I will do it with of course I will do it with video. I will show you, and I will tell you about the grammar, what I've learned, the new words. You'll check me, and the same things with the accomplishment by the end of the month. After the 4 weeks, I'm gonna to to show you what I've accomplished, and to understand, to track all of my development. Now I'm going to show you, I think you are curious my level of French, and I have to admit that I don't have any knowledge of this beautiful language. Maybe I have some superficial knowledge about it, something like some words, some nouns have a gender, like a no, or like a male, female, and this is a crucial factor of this language, plays the verb, right? And more than 1,000 of things what I don't know. Okay, in order to convince you that I don't know anything of this language, I'm gonna to switch on some video with something news from this French news, right? And try to retell all of this news.
Tenir encore un peu et éviter des mesures radicales. Face à la 5e vague du Covid, le gouvernement dévoile sa stratégie qui s'appuie encore sur la vaccination en réduisant le délai avant la dose de rappel.
On n'attend pas 4 ou 5 mois pour faire son rappel. Dès 3 mois après la dernière injection ou après la dernière infection, on peut recevoir cette 3e dose.
Ce délai raccourci de 4.
I just understand that this is the tell about the COVID-19, right? But because the article and something COVID-19 tells someone, that's it. That's all I know. This is absolutely zero of comprehend any information through the listening, right? And the same situation with reading. I will show you that some few information, few knowledge, zero knowledge of reading. Just let me try to read it. Les fonds des Émirats Arabes Unis injectés plus de 2 milliards aux codes de préférence capital investment and merge de la vente historique de 8 Raphaël aux Émirats Arabes Unis Abu Dhabi renouvelle son partenariat avec préférence known in 2014 via son fonds sovereign Mubadala. Yeah, I know something about this text just because about English words like Emirates, about the milliards, about some terms like 2014. That's it, but I don't know anything about it, about this text. Now I'm going to show you some vocabulary, right? All of these words I have created by myself. This is in the bottom of this file. You can see some days, right? And the 4 weeks. On the first month, my words consist of the 50 new words, and yeah, I'm going to show you that the words what I'm going to learn the first week. It will be like nouns, not nouns, like numbers, right? It will be numbers, and then it will be like verbs and some common phrases, and then I will continue to learn some common verbs as well, and then I'm going to focus on the questions, the days and the time, and something like that, right? Now I'm going to show you all of my flashcard what I have created about vocabulary, right? Give me a second. This is all of my flashcard what I'm going to learn. There are 4,300 new words here, and let me to share with you about some new words. all of the new words consist of the some chunks, right? And all of the group of words have some days, and they have numbers. And beside of this paper flashcard, I created the some a flashcard on the Quizlet. You can see on the screen right now, and I will learn it, revise again, and of course, beside of all of this, I created the some sentence with these words. For the first, I guess, 2 months, I will revise, especially from Russian to French. But then I will focus on the only French 2 times, right? Okay, now I'm going to focus on the tutor. I've searched the some platform, the some tutors where I can find the professional tutors, and luckily I came across to the professional school, online school, LingvaFlavor, and contact with the CEO, and we told with my project, I mean, learn French in 6 months, and they give me very professional tutor like a Tatiana. She knows only Russian and French, and she will guide me through all of these days. And I took interview with co-founder of this interesting and professional online school, LingvaFlavor. If you have any question about it, about this school, you can watch this video. All of this link will be description below. I'm going to add something about this school. I've took some lessons with French, with English, to understand how it works. And in conclusion, I'd like to say that this is a very professional, a very good platform for learning language. If you have some doubts about to learn languages, these professional tutors help you, and I try to convince you to follow this interesting school. In conclusion, I would like to say I'm afraid. I'm not afraid that this is enormous information, the ton of information. I'm afraid to let down you, and I will be very glad if you leave some comment below, if you are support me, if you are giving me some materials, give me some books. Please be free to send me to my email, to the text in the Instagram, or in the comment below. Because I have some lack of information about how to learn, what to know. Of course, I know there's some well-known sites, websites, and some apps and something like that, but I need some more information about TV shows or some podcasts. I will be happy to listen, and maybe I will follow some advice. Okay, thank you for watching me. So please subscribe and watch my next video.